Have you ever had a crazy experience that was hard to explain? It's eerie how something as simple as a pet's behavior can spiral into a full-on terrifying ordeal. I remember that night vividly. My friend Emma and I were in her bedroom, which had two ways to get in, one from the hallway and another attached to the bathroom. Emma's German Shepherd, Jim, was barking non-stop at one corner of the room. His eyes were wide and his fur stood on end as if he was seeing something we couldn't. We tried to concentrate on our project work, but his barking grew more frantic, almost desperate. It got so bad that Emma took Jim out of the room and closed both doors behind her. We settled back in to do the project, but then Jim started barking again. Emma, puzzled, said, "Didn't I already take you out? How?" And that's when it hit us. Jim was back in the room, even though the doors were still shut. We both froze, our hearts pounding our chests. There was no way Jim could have opened and closed the doors by himself. The room felt colder, and a sense of dread washed over us. We just kept looking at each other in stunned silence, trying to rationalize the incident. The weirdness didn't stop there. Emma had more strange occurrences in that apartment. Lights flickered, objects moved on their own, and there were whispers in the dead of night. One night, Emma woke up to find Jim growling at the foot of her bed, his eyes fixed on the dark corner of the room. She swore she saw a shadow move, but when she turned on the light, there was nothing there. After Emma told me what happened last night, I thought of sharing Emma's experiences with Sarah, my manager, who lived in the same complex in search of an explanation. Her face paled as she revealed a chilling secret. She told me that nobody ever stayed in that apartment for long as rumors of strange happenings circulated among the residents. She shared stories of previous tenants who had experienced similar eerie events, doors slamming shut on their own, cold spots in the middle of summer, and the feeling of being watched. The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. The events that night, combined with Sarah's revelation, painted a terrifying picture. There was something off about that place, something undeniably sinister about that apartment, something that lurked in the shadows, waiting to make its presence known. After that incident, I avoided the place like the plague. There was just something about that apartment that made my skin crawl. But the story doesn't end there. The most chilling part happened months later. Emma had finally decided to move out. On her last night there, she was packing up the last of her things when she heard Jim barking again. This time more frantically than ever. She rushed to the bedroom to find Jim standing in the same corner, barking at the wall. As she approached, she noticed something she had never seen before, a small, hidden door in the wall, slightly ajar. With trembling hands, she opened it, revealing a narrow, dark passageway. The air was thick with a musty, decaying smell. She shone her flashlight inside and saw old, dusty furniture and strange symbols etched into the walls. Emma never found out what was behind that door. She moved out the next day, leaving the apartment and its mysteries behind. But sometimes, late at night, she still hears Jim barking at that unseen corner, as if the apartment's dark secrets are still calling out to her. Could it be the haunting that followed the apartment, attaching itself to the building or the people rather than a specific room? We will never know. If you have faced similar instances, don't forget to share your creepy story in the comments down below.